They played with your feelings. Now their own heart is breaking. They treated your emotions like a game. They smiled and then walked away when you needed them most. They made promises and broke them when it was convenient. They acted like your love was replaceable. You tried to believe them because you cared. When they said they needed space, you gave it. When they came back with excuses, you listened. You hoped it was just a phase and things would become stable again. They used their charm to keep you close while keeping their options open. When you asked for clarity, they called you insecure. They gave you the silent treatment to punish you for asking questions. They enjoyed the power. They loved knowing they could make you happy or miserable. They kept you emotionally unbalanced on purpose. They kept you emotionally unbalanced on purpose. It made them feel important to see you waiting for them. Behind your patience was a pain. You felt like you were constantly waiting for them to choose you. Each quiet moment was filled with self-doubt. You questioned your worth because they refused to treat you like respect. The pattern never changed because they never took responsibility. They dismissed your feelings and pretended nothing was wrong. Even when you tried to explain your pain, they brushed it off as drama. They continued to play with your heart while acting innocent. One day, the truth reached you. You realized that they were not confused. They were careless. Your heart finally acknowledged that their love was conditional. You decided to stop waiting for them and started focusing on yourself. You pulled away. You stopped answering calls that came after a week of silence. You stopped believing apologies that had no actions behind them. You chose to let go instead of holding onto something that hurt more than it healed. They noticed the challenge. They noticed the change. They felt the gap where your attention used to be. They reached out with more promises, but you were no longer listening. They realized you were serious about leaving the circle. Now they are struggling with regret. They thought there would always be another chance. They missed the joy you once brought them. The games they played no longer feel fun. They are forced with the emptiness of their own choices. They try to replace you, but no one offers the patience you did. They search for comfort they used to find in you. Every memory makes their chest tighten. They remember how easily they dismissed you and feel ashamed. Meanwhile, you are healing. You spend time with people who value your honesty and effort. You learn to trust your feelings again. You see that love is not meant to be a game. And true connection requires mutual respect. They played with your feelings because they believed they could control the outcome. Now their own heart is breaking. They cannot escape the consequences of their own actions. They see They see that someone's love is. They now see that someone's love for granted has a cost. In hurting you, they have hurt themselves, and there is no quick fix. There is no quick fix. Their hearts ache. If this is your first time coming across this face, I am Alice. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sticking by. May God bless you. Kindly subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. And for my returning subscribers, I say a very big thank you to you all. Thank you so much for always coming by.